What is up, you guys? Kendra here. So today I thought I would do a little makeup tutorial in my day in the life vlog, which would have been posted before this. I did like a basic tutorial of how I do like my eyeliner, I do lashes and like brows on like a day-to-day basis. But I'm about to actually film a different YouTube video, so I wanted to do like full glam, like my full base, all that, and kind of just show you guys what I do, I guess. I'm definitely not a beauty guru, I don't know everything, and I'm just doing this for fun, so please don't judge me for how I do things. I kind of have a base routine down, but it's not like the best, it could be better, so we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna jump right in. I've already washed my face and moisturized. I don't use a primer because I don't like them. I mean, some people use primers, but I'm not a fan, so I'm not gonna do that. I just picked this up and it's almost empty. Oh, that's so disappointing. For foundation, I'm not the best at finding the correct color. I know that's a struggle for a lot of people. I don't know, any color. I'm like really pale and like have weird like undertones. You can kind of see like the redness. I just came in from like driving outside, it's freezing. I use the, what brand is this? Maybelline Fit Me. I use the Dewy Smooth one in shade, what shade? Porcelain. Porcelain, that's how pale I am. So this is actually a little bit darker than my skin tone, so I'm using this Fenty Beauty. A friend got it for me and I started using it and liking it, so I just keep using it. I don't know what the color is. I can't figure out what the shade name is. I'm not like super into Fenty Beauty, I just like this foundation. But it says 110. That's hilarious, both of them are 110. Love that for me. Basically what I do is I take the darker shade, which this is more of like my summer shade. So I take a decent amount of the darker one and just mix it on the back of my hand with the lighter one, and I kind of just guess, honestly, which is probably not the best thing to do. I should actually like match my shade and figure out what I'm doing, but I think it's fine. So then I just take one of my like concealer brushes. I got that on the back of my hand. I really don't want to spill it. I thought I just got it on my shirt. Okay, and then what I do is I just take the little like extra leftover and just put it on my face. And then I take my little Real Techniques sponge. I've tried so many sponges in my life, and this is the only one I like. I swear by it. And then I just put it all over my face. I forgot my headband. I look insane, I just looked up, oh my god. And then I just pat it in. Conceal those lips. Ew! That looks absolutely ridiculous. But it's what you gotta do. I don't know what look I'm going for today. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do on my eyes. I'm just trying to talk while I do this. It's very strange trying to do both. I guess I don't talk when I'm doing makeup. Usually when I'm doing my makeup, I either listen to a podcast or watch YouTube. So trying to talk while I do this is very strange. Alright, that looks good for now. Then after foundation is done, I go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. I don't really need age rewind, but like kind of. I just like the little like, I like this on there, the little ball, instead of, what's that thing called on the end of those? I don't remember. So this is what I do for concealer. I just do the typical like under eye, maybe some on my eyelids. I've been trying to do the whole like concealer as your like lid primer instead of an actual like lid primer, because I don't know if I'm liking the one I normally use. Get under my eye and bring it up my nose a little bit and just blend it all in. And then I just recently started really trying to figure out how to do like contour and baking, and so I put some highlight down here. I don't know if it really does much, but that's what I do. So just do that, and then sometimes I'll take the other side too if it looks a little funky, that has a little bit of foundation left on, and just kind of go over them and make sure there's no like big differences. And then do this little like triangle on my forehead. I feel like what I've figured out though is you kind of have to work fast with this concealer. I don't know if that's how it is for like all concealers, but mine, like, I feel like it dries really quick and you have to just like pat it all in there. My nose is looking a little funky. Anybody with nose rings, like, please hit me up and tell me like you understand the struggle of like I don't want to get a ton of makeup like on my nose ring or where the piercing is, and it's really like weird. But yeah, so there's that. That's my face all done. So then what I'm going to do is bake. Actually, first what I'm gonna do, what I like to do is, while this is here, you know how you always get like eyelid creases right there, and then you have to keep your eyes like that? So I'm actually just going to take a little brush before I get that crease again and just put down a like solid, like a white base color, so I can set it and I won't keep getting those creases that annoy me. I still don't know what eye look I'm gonna do. I grabbed the Pumpkin Spice Too Faced palette. Well, I guess there's some pinks in here. I might do like a pink moment, if you will. So there's that. I just set my eyes so that I won't get little eyeball creases, and now I'm going to bake, which always scares me because I don't want to get stuff all over. Oh, I guess I forgot to say too, the brush I was using is by Eco Tools, and it is the full shadow brush. The size of it like is really, it's big and fluffy, and I use it to always like set my eyes or set color for a cut crease. That's all I use it for. And I like the Eco Tools a lot, but I have gained a Morphe brush collection. For loose powder, oh, I just took the lid off to use barnacles. Well, I don't know if this is still like a controversial thing or if people actually like this. I remember a while ago like everybody talking about this one, but I use the Airspun powder, Airspun loose face powder. I've never tried a loose powder before. I saw it at the store and it was cheap, and I decided to give it a shot because I just wanted to practice with something cheap before I bought like a nice like setting powder. This one works and there's a lot of it, so I'm just trying to use it up and then I'll try something else. I don't know if people were like for or against the Airspun one. I know it kind of smells gross, but like it gets the job done, so who cares? This is definitely gonna get powder all over my black sweatpants. So my camera died right in the middle of me putting powder on my face. So I just finished it off camera quick because I was getting it everywhere and my camera died, and then I had to put the battery in, and then it was just a mess. So basically I just put powder right there where I did that concealer, under my eyes and then on my forehead. So just everywhere I did concealer. Not that difficult. It's what people do, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying my best, I promise. And then I also realized I just did my brows in my day in the life video. So I will tag that video up in like the card and in the description. But I'm gonna do my brows off camera since I already showed you guys how to do them, and it's kind of hard to do like trying to focus and stuff like that. I almost just panicked. I literally looked and I thought my eyebrow slit was on this side. You know what it was? It was from editing that video and seeing the like flipped image and seeing it on like this side the whole time. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do my brows off camera, and then I will be back to do, I think I'll do like a simple eye look, not like something crazy. Oh, and I have to finish the rest of my face. Oh, I think I need to cut it already again. It's starting to grow back. But yeah, I will be right back after I do my brows. Alrighty guys, so my brows are done. They are looking pretty good. I don't know how to film beauty tutorials. So now I'm going to go in with my blush. I just used this big like fluffy e.l.f. brush, and this is the, I can't open it. I can never open this one. Open sesame! There we go. For blush, I use the Milani Tea Rose powder blush. It looks like this. It's actually pretty cute. It's like the whole inside is like a little rose. I've used it a lot, so the rose is like starting to disappear. But I like this color. I was never really a big fan of blush when I first started doing my makeup, but now like especially taking pictures and you know, you kind of just gotta do it. So I kind of just put it right there, you know, the apples of your cheeks. This is like the only blush I've ever really used. I think I used to use like one from e.l.f. When I first got into makeup in high school. I definitely used a lot of like drugstore like basic products, and then I spend more money on like eyeshadow brushes, eyeshadows, lashes, and like stuff like that. Even my lashes are still from the drugstore. Like I just don't really care that much. I just like spending more money on like different palettes and like eyeshadow stuff because that's more like artsy to me. And then for contour, I don't know if this is technically, this is a bronzer, not contour. This is not, my face looks really crazy on camera. I promise it looks better in person. I don't really know how to do contour. I've tried to look up tutorials and like figure it out. But I like bronzers more, so I can kind of just like put the color down and like not really care. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer, Park Ave Princess. I got this in an Ipsy bag. This one's like very like cool tones, like chill, so I feel like it's good for winter. So I kind of just take the color on like this little brush, Moda something, but it was a huge, like a decent size like brush set, and it came with some eyeshadow brushes and like little travel size face brushes, and I just like the way that this puts like the color on, so I kind of just do some on my forehead, like right there. And then I've just recently started trying to figure out how to do it like on your cheeks or like where you're supposed to right here. So I literally just like that trick. Alrighty, so that is done. This one eyebrow hair either needs to be plucked or fixed. It's really bothering me. I take this little Morphe brush. I just recently started trying to figure out how to do like nose contour. I'm still not the best at it, but I think it looks okay the way I'm doing it. So this is the E62 from Morphe. It was in the James Charles set. And then I take that same bronzer. I just literally slap it on my nose right here, going from like the bridge, like the top part. That looked really harsh. I got too much color on there. But I just take it down my nose. I see a difference. I think it's fine. It definitely doesn't look the best. I just watched a lot of eyeshadow tutorials like as I got older, and I just wanted to get better at like lashes and eyeshadow and eyeliner and stuff like that. So I never really paid attention to like face tutorials. A little bit under this part because I think that's what you're supposed to do. Boom. Done. Not a huge difference, but I like it. Last but not least, for my face, before I zoom you guys in and try to figure out what eyeshadow I'm gonna do. So this is the Sephora Luminizing Highlighter Palette, and it doesn't have shade names, but I'm just gonna take the one up in the top corner that's kind of like pink. So I'm just gonna take this, and this brush is from Real Techniques. It is the setting brush, but I don't use it to set. I like the shape of it, so I use it for highlighter. So I just take that on my cheeks, and it's so shiny. I love this highlighting palette so much. It's like one of the first big things I bought from like a makeup store. I think I bought I think it was Tarte. I bought like a Tarte eyeshadow palette, and that was like the first big thing I ever bought with my first paycheck at my first job. And then I want to say this is one of the other like bigger things. I think it was like 15 bucks, but I could never justify spending money on stuff like that until I started working and like having my own job and my own money to play with before I moved out and started having bills, so that's fun. But yeah, so I just take this highlighter, cheeks, the little bit on my like, what's that called? Is that your Cupid's bow? I just brush a little bit like on top of my brows. I'm going to take a smaller brush, also by the Moda, whatever that one is. This is the Smoky Eye brush, but I like the shape of it, and I started using it to do my nose highlight. So I just take some on the brush and I go straight down the middle. Sick. And then a bit on the tip of my nose. I really like nose highlight. I was a dancer in high school, and I feel like the way I learned makeup techniques was like because of that, and kind of wasn't the best at it back then. I would only highlight my cheeks, like I didn't know how to contour. We had to wear like really weird blush. So I think that's what scared me away from doing blush, because it was like stage makeup and like dance makeup. So that is it for my face makeup. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and I will show you whatever I come up with on my eyes. Okay, so I got you guys zoomed in. It's pretty close. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be, but I thought it would work. So we'll see how this goes. So like I said earlier, I am taking the Pumpkin Spice by Too Faced palette. So let's just dive in and see what we come up with. So on a fluffy brush, I'm going to, this is the Jeffree Star. I bought the Jeffree Star eyeshadow like pack before I got any other Morphe brushes. So I know Jeffree Star is super controversial. Please don't cancel me before I even have a channel. But I spent money on these when I didn't have a lot of money to buy brushes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep them and use them. Sorry. That sounded really shady, but I know that he's like super controversial right now. Hold on, we're gonna zoom out and talk about this real quick. I just wanna say regarding all of the Jeffree Star stuff that's going on and the controversy between people still using his palettes, like people spend hard-earned money on makeup. I used to not have a ton of money and I really wanted to get into makeup, and I was super excited about it. So I have Jeffree Star palettes. I've got one for Christmas. I bought the brush set before I could afford or buy any other Morphe brushes. So like, even if he's not a great person, if you don't support him anymore, that's fine. But like, giving people shit on like TikTok for using his palette or using brushes, like, I think it's a little ridiculous. Like I said, I bought these, I'm gonna use them, I'm not just gonna throw them out because he got canceled. Like, I think that's ridiculous. Yes, I don't support him anymore, but it's brushes. Being a makeup artist, like, you wanna use different stuff, learn about all the different types of makeup and types of palettes and brushes, and like I said, this was my first Morphe brush. Like, I'm not gonna pitch it, so that's my little rant. Let me zoom you back in and we'll get started. In the Pumpkin Spice palette, I am taking shade, really trying to show this, I'm taking shade A La Mode and a fluffy brush. This is the JS8, and I'm just gonna pack that on and kind of like see what I can do with it. I haven't used this palette a ton. When it was like fall time, I used the orange shades a lot, but I haven't really played around with like the pink ones. So we're gonna just see how this goes. Kind of just packing it on, creating the shape that I want, and blending it out. I'm working on getting better at creating shapes, like creating like you're doing a circle and like this is gonna be fluffed out there, or if you wanna create more of a triangle shape, like that's my goal right now, is to work on that and blending colors together better. So I think that's good for this color. So now I'm going to take this brush. I don't know, it's Larousse, something like that. LR005 tapered blending from Larousse, something like that. I got it in an Ipsy bag. This is the only brush I have from this brand. I like it, I use it a lot. And then I'm gonna take the color Love You a Latte. That's such a cute name. I just closed the brush in there. I let go, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm taking the color Love You a Latte and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner kind of. It's a little bit darker than A La Mode. So I'm just gonna see how this looks. It's not looking as pink as I thought it would, but it is darkening up this outer section. This one is the All Over Shadow brush. There is no name on this brush. Big yikes. Another one from Ipsy. It looks like this, and it's just a little fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take Fall For It, that shade, which is kind of like a coral color. I'm taking this coral color to try to like pinken it up a little bit and like brighten it, and that did absolutely nothing. Am I just gonna be bold and just go for this one? Yes. So this one is called You Spicy, and it's like a hotter pink than these other ones. It's not like the hottest pink I've ever seen. I'm just gonna add that in and see if it does anything at all. That's pretty. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I just got a work notification. I have a meeting tomorrow. But yeah, so I just took that color and kind of just added it all over. It's still darker on the outside, which you can't really tell on camera. Maybe I need to get a new lens. Maybe that's what the problem is. I don't know. So we're gonna leave it like that. This little intersection looks a little funky. I think we're gonna take a mixture of Crisp, which is like a shimmery like pink. It's a little bit brighter than A La Mode, and then Oh My Gourd, which is a very shimmery, like, it's like a shimmery, like, metallic pink that matches the other pinks. So that's my description there. I feel like I wasn't in focus and I was kind of leaning down a lot for that shot. That didn't do a whole lot. Maybe this one. We'll add some more. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna take my finger and dip right into Oh My Gourd. A little bit on my finger right there, and we're just gonna plop it on the top. So that is done. I just added that little bit of shimmer on the top, and I think it looks good. It's not as like pigmented or bright pink that I thought it would. It looks more red on camera. It is more pink, like darky pink, mauve-y, you know? Okay, and then what I'm gonna do to finish it off is I'm gonna just add that one color, this color right there below, and I'm gonna take that same pink highlighter that I put on my face and take it on this brush. It is the Morphe M560, and we're gonna take that same pink shade and just put it right in the corner. Just because it's a little bit brighter than the shade I have on my lid. Kind of blend it up. I kind of just like throw it on there. Pretty. And then I'm just gonna touch up what I did right here. and call it a day. So I'm going to go off camera, touch this up a little bit, do the other side, and then also I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera just because I just did that in my other video. So if you guys want to see that as well of how to do like a winged liner, I don't talk through it, but I show it pretty well, and that's what I do every time. This is really funny that I'm just like here up. I didn't realize that. I could have like backed up for that section, but this is my first makeup tutorial. I will be right back. Goodbye. I'll be back. I finished the other side, put on some winged liner. Definitely not my best work. I think filming and doing makeup is like crazy. I don't get how people do it. Now I have to do mascara, put some lashes on, and figure out a lipstick. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes quick. Oh, that could have been bad. Da, 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 da. Curling done. Today I'm using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I've been getting a lot of IT Cosmetics mascaras in my Ipsy, so I'm just trying to use them up. Like, I like the other IT Cosmetics one more than this, but I thought I'd give this one another shot. It's just the brush is kind of weird. The applicator, I guess, is kind of strange. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. It kind of makes my lashes clumpy, but again, when you're putting like falsies on, like, I don't really care what my lashes look like. It's just to blend them in anyway. And then I'm gonna do the bottom. I always get mascara on my bottom lid, and then you have to like wait for it to dry and wipe it all off. Ridiculous. Bottom lashes are done. Top is coated. And then I'm gonna take those same falsies that I had in my other vlog too, like the same brand. It's just the Kiss brand. And Duo Glue. I don't think I showed it in my vlog, but this glue is so interesting. Most of the like Duo glues have like a little like brush applicator. This has like a plastic, I'm trying to show it. It has like a plastic flat rectangular applicator, which is interesting. I think it works better. I've just never seen something like that. Okay, so I just got the glue on, and I'm gonna sit and wait for it to dry a little bit and get tacky. So here's a tip. I'm sure everybody already knows this, but a tip to use when you're putting false lashes on is angle your mirror under your face so your eyes are looking down, so you can set your lash on top. That is like the most helpful tip I've ever learned. And then, so I didn't really explain that, but I basically set it in the middle of my eye, and then I use tweezers to do this, and I just put down the inner corner and the outer corner, and then I just use my finger and I push on the band to make sure it's really on there, make sure it's connected everywhere. And then what I do is I take a little spoolie. This one is just on the back of a brush. I don't use this one for my eyebrows, so I take a spoolie and brush my real lashes into the fake ones. I don't know if anybody does this. I've never really seen people do that before. I'm sure people do, but I've never watched the Ono tutorial. And then it's like seamless, like you can't see where your actual lashes are. And I just started doing that, and I think it helps so much. Alrighty, the other lash is on, and I just went and found this pink lipstick from Sephora. It is the number 21. I don't know if there's actual, oh, Pineapple Express. Super cute. These are adorable. I think they're kind of like, I bought liquid lipsticks from Sephora, but I've never bought like these ones. And to me, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if anybody watching has these. They're kind of chintzy. Like, it just seems like this is just like little cardboard, like weird, kind of a weird lipstick, but I bought it because I thought the shade was kind of cute. So I thought this one would kind of like add to the pink of the eye look that I did. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. I haven't done lipstick in so long. Ooh, I don't know if that's like too pink. Yeah, I'm just used to doing liquid lipstick. It seems a little too pink for me, honestly. It's very pink, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I'll just keep it. I don't think I have any other like pink lipsticks. All of them are either nude or like dark. I don't really do a whole lot of pink. And then I'm taking Morphe X Jeffree Star Lip Topper in Living For It. Yeah, lip topper. And it's just this like glossy pink, like pretty top coat. Shoot, I don't have like a lip brush. I feel like that didn't do anything. Somebody put in the comments below how you're supposed to put this shit on. It's a very liquidy lipstick. Like, I just was trying to put like lip topper on and I got it everywhere. Oh my god, I literally forgot to do setting spray. It was just sitting here and I completely forgot. There we go. I completely forgot the best part. For setting spray, I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I've tried so many setting sprays in my day, and this is the only one I can stand. And like, I don't like the sprays because it's too liquidy, and all the ones that like I think I've tried NYX. Maybe if e.l.f. has one, I probably tried it. I've tried a bunch of like every drugstore one you can think of, and they're all just too like, they smell like alcohol, and I just don't like the way that they smell or feel. And this one is amazing. I've had it forever. Like, they last really long too, so I really like the Morphe one. Alrighty guys, so that wraps up my first makeup tutorial. I don't know if it was much of a tutorial. I kind of just told you what I was doing. But if you guys liked this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials. I've done some like pretty decent eye looks in the past, and I'm trying to get better at it. So if you guys want to see any tutorials from me, I'm like trying to clean while I'm doing my outro. It's so dumb. If you guys want to see any other makeup tutorials, makeup videos, tips and tricks, and like stuff that I found helpful growing up, like watching a bunch of tutorials and makeup related videos, let me know. Leave a comment down below what videos you want to see from me. Subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you know when I always upload a video. And that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I tried to write this song at least 100 times, but what words to say and what words to rhyme. I know I gotta give you just a little more time, but no, that don't change the way I'm feeling inside. The way you look in my eyes, I feel like I'm hypnotized. You got me feeling